You would think Mexico would be all over the margarita. Instead, they like the La Paloma cocktail. Welcome to the Cocktail Spirit from Small Screen Network. I'm your host, Robert Hess. One of our viewers wrote into us and asks, I'm hearing more and more about adding a tiny pinch of salt to cocktails to mellow bitter notes. What's the deal here? Well, there's a number of times where you add an ingredient to take and get rid of a flaw that might be there. For example, beer, sometimes you'll take a lime wedge and stick it in the beer. Traditionally, it's going to be beer that's in a clear bottle, and that's because the clear bottle lets sunlight in, gets it skunky, and the lime juice actually helps alleviate that skunky flavor. Same thing with salt. Salt will take, and if something's a little too much on the bitter side, salt will actually mask over some of those bitter notes. That doesn't necessarily mean that adding salt is always there to mask for bitter notes, sometimes just because you like that salty texture. Let's take a quick look at one particular cocktail that uses a pinch of salt, not necessarily to mask off bitter flavors, but just to finish off the flavors properly. This is called the La Paloma Cocktail. By many accounts, it's actually more popular than the margarita down in Mexico. It's a very simple drink, served in a highball glass with ice. To that, you basically just add 2 ounces of tequila. Then you add 3/4 ounce of lime juice. A pinch of salt. And then you top with grapefruit soda. The effervescence carbonation and grapefruit soda is going to mix it all up a little bit, but when you stick the straws in, you want to make sure you do that and give it a quick stir just to assist. And there you have the La Paloma cocktail. Delightfully refreshing. I could easily see myself down in Mexico, some bro over my head, trying to get as much shade as possible, and sipping on a La Paloma cocktail.